Greetings, warriors, and welcome to, or welcome back to, the War Room with Jael. And I am Jael. You know, as I was thinking, we have been in this series on vision casting, and we talked about the importance of it, critical factors related to the development process, even when and with whom to share. And I will link the videos in the description box below for the past series. But as I was thinking, I don't believe we have addressed the elephant in the room in any direct way. And I know some of you are saying, this is all great, Jael. I understand exactly what you're saying. This all sounds fantabulous, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. But, in all honesty, my vision scares me. And, not only do I not know how to go forward, I'm not sure if I even want to go forward. Yep. Having a big vision can throw you for a loop many times. Actually, most times, because it conjunculates and conjangles the world as we know it. And as exhilarating and life-changing as it is, it can be intimidating and, well, life-changing. So in this installment, let's talk about 5 mindset shifts to take you from paralysis to passion. The cost of staying where you are. You know what one of my most hated phrases is? Well, this is how we've always done it, so what? When people tell me this, it's not really in an effort to educate me on what the current process is. It's code for we are stuck in our ways and we are not interested in entertaining any new, creative, innovative, or even more efficient ways of doing what we do. Or even if there's a purpose to doing what we do at all. So don't even try it. Ilk. I mean, it's kind of like one of my other most hated phrases. The devil you know is better than the devil you don't. That's like saying, yeah, I know, I get hit in my left side of my head every day, all day. It never stops. It's relentless. And you know, there could be a utopia over there on my right side. I don't even know. Could be devil, could be utopia. But you know what? I'm used to this. It's okay. You know, the migraines, they don't even bother me anymore. And this dent in my head, I mean, you know, it kind of, you know, makes my eyes pop. So I'm okay with, you know, the never-ending pain because this is what I'm used to. I look stupid, right? Right. When ideas come to us, so many times we're so focused on the perceived comfort and stability that we think we have, that we become accustomed to the lameness, sameness, tameness that can be everyday life. Now, don't get me wrong. Comfort and stability in and of themselves are not bad things. Sameness, lameness, tameness, well, that's a different story, but I digress. Vainly clinging to something just because it's what you have historically had or historically done is an exercise in living in the past. The question is not, what will you lose if you go forward? The real question is, what will you lose by not going forward? Because you may be sacrificing much more staying where you are than anything you could sacrifice by going forward. You may be committing yourself to a boxed in, cramped life because the bus of life is moving on whether you stay at the bus stop or not. make sure you get on the bus. For clarity's sake, I am not just speaking to those who may be just getting started in life, who don't have too much to lose. This applies to everyone. There were people who thought I was a plumb crazy fool to walk away from my stable and comfy 25-year financial services career into what they perceived as the abyss, as a solopreneur with no guarantees, no steady paycheck, in a field that I had never been in before, and until a couple of years ago had never even heard of. But the day that I walked out of those doors to pursue my passion and the air hit my face, it was one of the most empowering days of my entire life, because I knew I was exactly where I was supposed to be, doing exactly what I was supposed to do, and this was the next step in the journey. And now you get to see me on camera every week. Ha ha! But you know, more than just that, moving forward made me even more appreciative of all of the wonderful experiences and opportunities and people that I met up until that point, because it laid the foundation for my next chapter. Life is too short to stay in a place that is sucking your life's blood. Regardless of the opportunities, the experiences, the people you know, the comfort and stability, once you have squeezed all of that sweet juice out of the orange, but before you start squeezing the bitter juice out of the lemon, it is time to move forward. The cost of being paralyzed by fear and clinging on to what you think you need to have is too great a price to pay for sacrificing the greater that will be. Be forward thinking. Don't spend time worrying about worrying. Take the fear out of failure. When you feel yourself worrying about worry, and if you will fail, repeat this mantra to yourself. I will figure it out. That's simple. 5 simple words. I will figure it out. Will you fail? Yes. Will you fail multiple times? Yeah, probably. Please understand that failure is a part of success. And we'll go through this in more detail in a future upload, because I feel that it requires more focus than what we can give it at this juncture. But take comfort in knowing that failure is going to happen, and it is okay. Just as everyone goes through puberty, everybody's going to experience failure at some point. If no one went through puberty, none of us would be here. If no one experienced failure, there would be no success. I mean, hand in hand. It may be uncomfortable, but it's necessary. And here's the kicker. Here's the real kicker. Whether or not you go forward with your vision, you are still going to experience failure. So you may as well fail forward. I mean, I'm just saying, you know, if it's going to happen anyway, you might as well advance the cause, because failure is a part of life. Failure is a part of business. And as counterintuitive as it sounds, it presents a great growth opportunity, because you don't know what you're capable of until you fail. I mean, it's going to happen. So don't waste any more mind space on it, because so many times we are so consumed with what will the worst case scenario be, that we forget about all of the best case scenarios that could happen. But if you find yourself riding the worry train, ask yourself these questions. How likely is it that the worst case scenario will occur? And if it does occur, because there is a possibility that it could occur, we're all just being honest with ourselves, what will be your next step? How will you move forward? There is always a pathway forward. I will figure it out. Lean into the shift one step at a time. Visioning is mind opening. It is mind shifting. And ultimately, it's reality shifting. And because of that, your vision can seem unattainable. And when something seems so big and insurmountable, we can feel frozen in time. But do not let those feelings downgrade your passion into paralysis. Will it require you to do some things that you've never done before? Yes. Will it require sacrifice? Yes. So embrace and lean into the shift. There are many ways to reach the pinnacle. So don't get so caught up in which path you will take or how long you think it will take to get there. Just take a step, the first step, one step. Shift when you need to shift, walk when you need to walk, run when you need to run, crawl when you need to crawl. Take a beat if you need to take a beat. Fall if you need to fall. Just make sure you fall forward. I mean, just like Sir Isaac Newton's first law of motion, a body at rest tends to stay at rest. A body in motion tends to stay in motion. So the point is, just keep moving. Okay. I'm gonna be transparent with y'all, okay? I used to be someone who needed to know 25 steps ahead. I mean, are we going right? Are we going left? Is it a hard right? Or are we talking about a slight right? Are we talking about a 45-degree angle or a 42.56-degree angle? Now, when we turn left, how many feet or how many miles is it? Is there gonna be a marker? Is somebody gonna tell me when to turn left? I mean, because I just need to know, because I am tiring myself out just thinking about how I used to be. I mean, poor, dear, sweet, uninformed, unenlightened, uninspired, uninspiring me. Yeah, we're gonna close that chapter in the past and we're gonna move on. Listen, you don't have to reach the pinnacle today. You don't even have to know how you're going to get there today. But you do need to start today. One step at a time. Lean into the shift. It's not just about you. Now, this point is more global in nature. In all of our thinking and overthinking, it can be easy to forget that this great big vision you have is not just for you. There is a reason why you were chosen to create this movement, and it's not just for yourself. Whatever the vision is, the benefactors of its fruition may be far and wide. So don't be so vain as to think that this passion that you have is only for your consumption. Do not be selfish with your ability to improve someone else's life. If you do not go forward, there will be someone, and maybe many people, who will never have the chance to benefit from your passion, your ideas, your truth. Your vision is bigger than you. The evolution of you. I have some great news for you. I am going to let you in on probably the worst kept secret on the entire planet. Are you ready? You ready? You ready? You are awesome. You are amazing. And as awesome and amazing as you are right now, in this very moment, there is greater in you. So much so that you can't even fully realize the greatness that you are. And I'm talking to you. Hello, I hear you breathing, so I know you hear me. But do you realize that this vision, this movement journey of yours is the evolution of you? Now remember, we're talking about no limits, no assumptions, no caught up in past disappointments, none of that shoulda, coulda, woulda. Do not let the boldness of your vision intimidate you. If you did not have the capacity and the ability to accomplish it, you never would have had it in the first place. The only thing standing in your way is your mindset. So if you struggle with this, here's what you should do. Ask yourself this one question. If for one crazy cockamamie moment in time right now, if you were able to believe, what would be the first step you would take? This is your opportunity to be bold in ways that you never have been before. This is the evolution of you. Well, warriors, we have come to the end of another video, and I hope it has moved you from paralysis to passion. So here's the challenge for this week. Take some time in deep introspection to determine the true cause of what is holding you back from moving forward. Be brutally honest with yourself. Secondly, weigh the cost of staying where you are versus moving forward. Third, what is the first or next step you will take to reach your goal, and when will you take it? And lastly, think of at least one person or demographic that will benefit from the fruition of your vision. Comment below with your thoughts. As always, thank you for watching. And until next time, my brave, bold, and bodacious warriors, be fearless, be faithful, be visionary, and be victorious. Hey warriors, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And hit that bell notification so you never miss an upload. Also, follow me on Twitter at War Room Coaching for even more business and life motivation. Have a visionary day.